Hey everyone, my name is Kat. How are you? I'm here today to share my story with you. It's basically how I figured out that I liked women. And it isn't like most stories that you might hear. And I want to share it with you. And I want to share it with you because I feel like it was tough for me, and I want to try to maybe help somebody or inspire somebody that could be going through something similar. So basically, I was married 11 years to a man who I'd been dating 3 years prior to that. Great guy. And we had, and we still have two children, a boy and a girl. And basically, after I had my daughter, I was in a little bit of a funk. I knew she was going to be my last because basically I was 39, turned 40 right after I had her. And I think because I knew that she was going to be my last, I had a lot of thoughts. I had a lot of thoughts like, what do I do next? What does this mean for me and such? And I think it opened up a lot of questions for me and who I am and who's Kat and things like that. And it made me question who I am. And I'm glad it did, right? Because what it did is made me ask myself questions that I don't think I've ever asked myself. I never gave myself perhaps the permission to ask. And with those questions became a lot of thoughts about women. And I became attracted to women. I saw women in a different set of eyes that I've never had before. And I began to struggle. And for weeks and weeks and months, I spun this and I thought about this and I agonized about this, and I couldn't understand the impact. I couldn't even rationalize what this would mean for my family and such. And I struggled and I was scared and I was like, what is this going to mean? Is this possible? What does this mean? And the more I agonized about that, the more I saw in front of my eyes that perhaps it's true. And I saw that, that my husband and I were maybe just really great friends, and that we weren't really physically, at least I wasn't physically attracted to him, that we were just really great friends, and I really was attracted to women. And so I was lost. I was so lost, and I was feeling so alone, and I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I was so scared that I was going to rip my entire family apart over these thoughts. And, what does that mean for my children? That's what I was most scared for, my children. At the time they were 1 and 3. So fragile. I brought them into this world. Am I being selfish? It was so insurmountable at the time and so scary. And so the only thing I could think about doing was talking to my husband. And I'll never forget the day. I came in and he was sitting on the couch, and I said, I need to talk to you. And so I sat down next to him and I had tears in my eyes and I was so scared. And I just said to him, I'm scared. I think I like women. I don't know what to do. And I'm just scared. I don't know what this means for us. I don't know if I'm gay. I really don't know what to do, but I need to talk to you about this. Obviously, this impacts all of us, and I don't know what to do. And he basically told me, he's like, Kat, you need to be happy. We all need to be happy. You need to figure it out. So go figure it out. And it wasn't that short of a conversation, but it was a very long conversation and very hard conversation for both of us. And so we had an open marriage, and, because I didn't want to get divorced, because what if it wasn't real and it was just a phase or something, and I don't know. And I didn't want to throw away a marriage if it wasn't truthful, because I believe in our vows. And that's why I'd wanted to talk to him first, because I would have never cheated on him ever. And so I started dating, and you know, it's when I kissed my first girl. Wow. Like, you know that story with Moses and the seas parting? Yep. It's like, I'm not even joking. I mean, and anybody who's been through this knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, seriously, I was breathing air for the first time in my life. And I didn't know I was missing it because I didn't know. But it was amazing. Like, honestly, like I was breathing air for the first time. Like I was seeing like light for the first time. That's exactly how it felt. And it was just amazing. And I just knew I was in trouble. In not trouble, but I just knew that my life was going to be changed forever. That I was gay, right? I was gay, and I just didn't know. And that'll be a YouTube video for another day. Like, how do you get to be 40 years old and not know you're gay? Yeah, that's going to be the next one. So stay tuned. If you want to hear that one, you might have to subscribe. But yeah, so we had an open marriage for a little while, and I had a girlfriend, and before that I dated around, but then I wound up having a girlfriend, and I knew that this was for real. And so I had a conversation with my husband, and I said, it's real. Like, we need to get divorced, and I'm sorry. It's better for you. It's better for me. It's better for our children that this happens, because you need to be happy. That's for the kids. You need to be happy. For the kids, I need to be happy. For all, that's the best thing for everybody. And we need to do this the right thing. And, I'm sharing this story with you guys because that was a very, very long road. And the divorce process was a very, very long road. And things like this are not easy. Big changes in your life are not easy. But that doesn't mean they're not right. And that doesn't mean that at the end, there's not a pot of gold, because there is. My life is amazing right now. I mean, and I've had girlfriends, and I've been, even though I've been single for a while now, it's not about having a partner. It's about living your truth. It's about living what's right. It's about showing my children, who are now, 6 and 8. It's about showing them what's right and what's just, and showing them that you're living the right life, and you're proud of who you are and such. And I'm so blessed to be that way. It's I could stand up tall and not have regrets, and know that I did the right thing. And my husband now is living with his girlfriend and very happy. My children, live in 2 different houses, and it works. We've made it work, and when we first started doing this, my husband's like, well, that's not normal. Well, what is normal? That's us. That's for us to decide. That's how I explained it to him. That's for us to decide. How lucky are we that we get to define our own normal? And I had to talk him through that. But how lucky are we in this society that we can decide our own normal, and we can define that, and we can coach our children on telling them what is normal? How cool is that? Let me talk to you about what our normal is, and we can stand behind that. It's awesome. So listen, I'm going to make this short. So that's just what I want to share, my story, because it was hard, but it is so worth it. So I'm going to do lots of these videos, and they're going to be little talks on this, on my journey, and little bits on really great things, really hard things, co-parenting. If you want to hear about any of it specifically, let me know. And I'm going to be an open book for you guys, because I really want to share things that have been hard, so I can maybe help some of you guys out there that might be struggling with something that's been really hard, because that's what I want to do. I'm on the other side, and I'm feeling amazing, and I want to help those that might be struggling. So let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear about, and I'll shoot a video for it. Have a great day.